Hey guys, I'm Alan Zirkle with Mr. Z's Music Lessons, and today we'll be doing a electric guitar tutorial over How Deep Is the Love by Hillsong Young and Free. You'll need a capo on the 3rd fret, and if you'll check in the description of the video, I have a link to the kind of capos that I like to use, and there's also a link to the chord chart down there if you want to follow along with that. Alright, so we're going to start off just with the chords that we'll need. We're going to start off with C major 7, and all of these fret numbers will be relative to where the capo is. So we'll put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. We'll strum from the A string down. Then for E minor, we'll go up to the 7th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the D string. We'll strum from the A string down. Then for our A minor chord, it'll just be a normal A minor with the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. We'll strum from the A string down. Then for B minor, we'll put our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and the 4th finger on the 4th fret of the G string. We'll strum from the D string down. Then for our C chord, we'll just play regular C, the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. We'll strum from the A string down. And for our G chord, we'll put our 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and the 4th finger on the 5th fret of the D string. We'll strum from the E string down to the B string. Then for our D chord, we'll put our 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and the 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. We'll strum from the A string down. And those are all the chords you'll need for the whole song. Then we'll go over the intro, and this song's in the key of B flat. So we'll start off with our C major 7 chord, and we're going to strum from the D string down to the B string, and we'll strum down, up. And then our next down strum, we'll go ahead and strum from the A to the B string. So you have down, up, down. And the rest of this goes down, up, down, down, up. So that C major 7 chord sounds like down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then we'll go to our E minor chord and we'll strum down, up, down, 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 up. Then we'll go to our D chord and strum the same pattern. Down, up, down, 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 up. So far it sounds like this. And that's it for the intro. And for verse 1, we'll play the same 3 chords. We'll do C major 7, E minor, and then D. And our strumming pattern here, we're going to play down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Then we'll switch to E minor and do the same strumming pattern, but we'll change in the middle of the measures. We'll go down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. So I'll play through all of verse 1 for you once. And then for verse 2, you can play the exact same progression there too. Then for pre-chorus 1, we'll have a different strumming pattern. We'll play an A minor chord, and we will strum down, 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 up, down, down, up. Let me do that one more time, a little bit slower for you. So it goes down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then we'll go to B minor. We'll strum the same thing. Down, 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 up. 7, same thing. Down, 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 up, down, down, up. Into a G chord, and we'll strum a different pattern here. We'll strum down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So that G pattern again was down, pre-chorus one time for you. And that's how you play pre-chorus 1. And then pre-chorus 2 is basically the same thing, except for our last chord, we'll go up to a D chord. So let me play pre-chorus 2 for you. Okay, so that's how you play pre-chorus 1 and 2. Then on the chorus, we'll have another strumming pattern. So we'll start off with an E minor chord, and we will strum down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And we'll just continue that strumming pattern all the way through. So we'll go to a C chord. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And we'll go to our G chord. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And then our D chord. So let me go ahead and play through the whole chorus for you, starting on E minor. That's it for the chorus. Then after one of those choruses, there's an instrumental, and that instrumental you can just play the same thing as the chorus, so that same progression we just did. Then we're going to jump all the way to chorus 2, and it's the same strumming pattern as the other chorus, except for we're just going to play different chords. So we'll start off with the G chord, and we'll strum down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Then we'll go to C. And play all the way through chorus 2 once for you. Chord chart, I have the next part labeled as the outro. There you'll just play the same progression that we just did again 2 more times, and then at the very end you can just end on a G chord. Just drum through once. Alright guys, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or anything in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.